For thousands of years, our ancestors told stories. In our everyday lives, we tell stories. We're like, what exactly is my story?
My story is still being written, but I just wanted to, first of all, thank all of you for being a part of that story today. I'm so happy to meet all of you. I wanted to officially welcome you to Storify, the Storytelling for Impact workshop.
This workshop is powered by Switch On at Work. We truly believe that everybody has a story and that
Storytelling is such a powerful way to impact people. I really hope that you learned something about the person that you were speaking with. Everyone has a story. Behind that name are like 1,000 stories waiting to be told, and that is why we're here today.
I want you to have a learner stance. Even if you have some context of any of the principles, ideas, theories that we're going to share, come in here with a learner stance. What do I want to get out of this workshop today? I want you to write the things that you're going to take action on when you leave this room today.
It's been a fun, engaging and an interactive course with so much depth, great examples and great case studies.
It is impossible to talk about brand storytelling without talking about your brand. Maybe sometimes what discourages us is the idea of calling it a brand. We're like, I don't think I want to be a brand. What every single person here is a brand.
And just knowing that your personal story can fuse into your professional story, can have a combination of that.
Knowing how to tell your story is very important. I think that's what the Storify mission is. So it's not just about telling a story. It's actually telling the story for impact so that your customers or your clients or the audience can understand.
There are a lot of things I kind of just winged, but today I was able to realize that I had a diverse audience. It brought a lot of clarity for spaces that were more nuanced.
I feel like with Storify, we bring a fresh perspective to storytelling.
It was a lot of aha moment. It was good to put my thoughts in context.
I never really thought about the concepts in the way that they were described today. It gave me clarity on some things that I started doing already, especially the fact that my customers evolve. So the story has to evolve as they grow.
It actually allowed me to unlock certain resistance I had in bringing the light to a story I'm working on.
For every time that I take action on something that I just learned, no matter how little, it shocks my brain to say this thing is actually important to us. The best storytellers don't know that they are great storytellers until they start telling stories. And I want you guys within your group to come up with a story about the picture. But I don't want you to come up with the most obvious story. I want you guys to be as creative as possible. I want you to give your group a name. Are you ready?
Our team is called Team Sunflower. Our group is called Nostalgia.
We're Group Fire.
The storytelling session, obviously. I really love the storytelling session, and I also love
understanding my archetype, understanding what kind of person I am, what kind of storyteller I am.
Knowing your audience was a very impactful session.
They're asking me to basically select my best Kendrick Lamar song, which is impossible. I love all sessions. All sessions were equally beautiful.
Let me think.
Informative,
Enlightening, needed, absolutely necessary for anyone who has a valuable story to tell.
It achieved exactly the expectation that I had.
I read the pretty 9.
A 9.5.
10 over 10. Are you kidding me?
On a scale of 1 to 10, let's give them like 1,000.
I would highly recommend
anyone who's finally come to that place where they believe they want to tell their story, but they're not quite sure how, and are stuck.
I already have. I already sent messages to people while we're going like, bro, you need to be here. Hey, I wish you were here.
I've put a list of people that I know would benefit from the trainings. I already wrote a message to my boss, telling my boss about how this is so important.
They came here to learn about storytelling, but they left here not just with the tools to be able to tell stories properly, but also some of them built connections, friendships, bonds, accountability partners as well, who are going to help them on this journey. Now, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that you are all storytellers and this was just play. So you guys don't need to learn anything in this class today.
I feel lighter.